Good morning, everyone. I am Shoumili Sardar, a fourth semester English honors student of Bajbaj College. Today, I invite you to explore one of the most remarkable and enduring landscapes in English literature, the description of hell in John Milton's Paradise Lost, Book 1. Imagine a place where fire burns endlessly yet gives no light. A place where darkness is so overwhelming that even the flames cannot illuminate it. A place where hope has vanished, where rebellion has failed, and where every soul carries the unbearable weight of eternal separation from God. This is not the hell of popular imagination. This is the hell envisioned by John Milton in Paradise Lost, a place that is at once terrifying, magnificent, and deeply philosophical. Rather than presenting hell merely as a destination of punishment, Milton transforms it into a landscape of despair, ambition, pride, and philosophical suffering. John Milton published Paradise Lost in 1667. Today, it is regarded as one of the greatest epics ever written in the English language. Drawing upon biblical tradition, classical epic conventions, and Renaissance humanism, Milton composed a poem that explores the fall of Satan, the fall of humanity, and the consequences of disobedience against the divine authority. One of the Milton's most remarkable artistic choices is where he begins his story. Instead of opening in heaven or in the Garden of Eden, he opens in hell. The reader enters the poem immediately after Satan and the rebel angels have lost the great war in heaven. Defeated and cast into the abyss, they waken in a world utterly unlike the paradise they have lost. This dramatic opening immediately immerses us in Milton's extraordinary vision. Before we encounter Adam and Eve, before we witness the temptation in Eden, we are invited to confront hell itself, a setting whose terrifying beauty has fascinated readers and scholars for more than 3 centuries. As the darkness slowly clears, Milton allows us to witness one of the most extraordinary landscapes ever imagined in literature. Hell is not introduced through sudden violence or frightening creatures. Instead, its horror unfolds gradually through powerful poetic imagery. Milton describes hell as a vast region covered with burning lakes, sulfur, smoke, and endless darkness. Although fire burns everywhere, it produces no comforting light. Instead, the flames merely reveal greater suffering. It is this striking contradiction that Milton expresses through the unforgettable phrase, darkness visible. Through this paradox, he creates an atmosphere that is both terrifying and strangely beautiful. The fallen angels lie scattered across a vast lake of fire after their defeat in heaven. Around them stretches a world that offers no hope, no peace, and no possibility of escape. Every element of the landscape reminds them that they have lost the eternal joy and glory of heaven. Milton's hell is not simply a place of physical pain, it is a place where despair itself becomes the dominant reality. Yet, in the midst of this overwhelming devastation, one figure refuses to remain defeated. Satan rises from the burning lake with remarkable determination. He calls upon the fallen angels to gather around him, refusing to accept complete defeat. Milton presents Satan with epic grandeur, making him one of the most compelling and controversial characters in English literature. This is one of the Milton's greatest artistic achievements. Satan appears courageous, determined, and commanding. However, Milton also reminds us that these heroic qualities are inseparable from the destructive pride. His ambition has bought not victory but ruin. His desire for absolute power has transformed heaven's brightest angel into the ruler of a kingdom built upon suffering and loss. Up to this point, we have explored hell as a physical landscape, its fire, darkness, smoke, and overwhelming despair. But Milton's vision extends far beyond these external images. Beneath the burning surface lies a deeper philosophical meaning. To understand that meaning, we must now explore hell as a symbol. At the first glance, Milton's hell appears to be a terrifying physical landscape. Yet, the more closely we read the poem, the more we realize that hell is much more than a place. It is also a state of existence, a condition shaped by loss, pride, and separation from God. This deeper meaning is what makes Milton's portrayal so enduring. For Milton, the greatest punishment is not the fire itself. Rather, it is the permanent loss of God's presence. The fallen angels remember the joy and the harmony of heaven, yet they know they can never return. Their suffering is therefore spiritual as well as physical. Hell becomes a place where hope has disappeared, leaving only memory, regret, and rebellion. This idea reaches its highest expression in one of the most famous lines from Paradise Lost. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. Through these words, Satan reveals his determination to remain unconquered. At the same time, Milton exposes the tragic irony of his character. Satan believes he has mastered in his circumstances, yet his own pride has become the prison from which he cannot escape. Milton therefore suggests that hell is not only a location beneath the earth, it is also a psychological reality. A mind consumed by pride, hatred, and ambition can carry hell within itself, regardless of where it exists. Following their arrival in hell, the fallen angels construct an extraordinary palace known as Pandemonium. The name literally means the place of all demons. It became the political and military center of hell, where Satan gathers his followers to decide their future course of action. Milton describes the palace with remarkable splendor, presenting glittering architecture, vast halls, and an impressive assembly of fallen angels. Yet, this magnificence is deeply ironic. No matter how grand Pandemonium appears, it can never replace heaven. Its beauty conceals emptiness, and its power cannot erase defeat. Through this contrast, Milton reminds us that material glory without the moral truth ultimately leads only to illusion and despair. Having explored both the physical landscape and the symbolic meaning of hell, we can now appreciate why Milton's description continues to be regarded as one of the greatest achievements in English literature. Milton's genius lies not only in describing hell but in making readers experience it. Through vivid imagery, powerful symbolisms, and memorable expressions like darkness visible, the burning lake, and the pandemonium, he creates a terrifying yet unforgettable vision. His poetic style transforms abstract ideas into lasting images, making Paradise Lost one of the greatest epics in English literature. More than 3 centuries after its publication, Paradise Lost continues to be studied worldwide for its literary and philosophical significance. Milton's description of hell goes beyond physical punishment, exploring timeless themes of pride, free will, and moral responsibilities, and continue to resonate with readers even today. Ultimately, Milton's hell is more than a place of fire and punishment. It symbolizes spiritual loss, inner despair, and the consequences of pride. Through this powerful vision, Milton transforms Paradise Lost into not only a religious epic but also one of the greatest masterpieces of English literature. Perhaps no other line captures Milton's vision more completely. It reminds us that our choices, our values, and our state of mind shape the world we create for ourselves. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope you all found this presentation informative and engaging.